Woman goes nuts after getting fired. Alright, chat, we're gonna see what a 9 to 5 actually does to a person. Because apparently 9 to 5s, you know, the JOBs, we don't say that slur around here. But
So what's it all about?
He told me to wipe off a button and clear our screen.
Okay.
And then he want to write me up.
Does she currently work here? Or?
She does not.
The whole almost year I've been working here, ain't nobody ever did that. So why everybody out of B have to do that?
You fired her today?
First it was first
You just wanted her to leave?
Then it was
Okay. Is she allowed to come back?
her name was Trish.
okay, so you got fired. Just leave.
First it was an old lady that worked
Go find
here.
another job.
Then it was another girl who worked here. Her name was Trish.
Okay.
Then it was another dude who worked there. Her name was Pee Wee. Then it was my
Hold on, a guy named Pee Wee? That's a crazy name. No way two parents just thought of a child. It was like, yeah, I'm gonna name you Pee Wee. Yeah, no, that's a terrible fucking name. What the fuck? Were they high on meth or something? Like,
sister Aubrey, and then it was not me.
Nice.
I ain't know.
So how did we get from him asking you to do something, you getting upset, to now them claiming that you're making threats and we come
Didn't
here?
nobody threaten him.
You never threatened anybody or nothing?
No, didn't threaten him.
They said they terminated her today and she needs to leave the property and not come back.
I'll leave the property as soon as my dad get here.
Do you have a car here?
No?
Okay, well, we can step outside, though. You can go out this way or you can go out this way, whichever your dad said was going to pick you up.
We can go wait somewhere.
Don't know.
What's your name?
None of your business?
It is, okay.
Because he didn't have to call the police.
Okay, he did. What's your name?
No, he didn't. No, you don't.
Stop.
Don't put your hands on me!
oh, she's
You're
resisting.
making this a much bigger deal than
Let
it
me
needs
go!
to be. Just
Let
chill.
me go!
settle down.
Don't.
Let me go, and I will go outside and wait for my dad. No, let me go.
I need your ID.
And we're
Okay, you're right.
Hey, now you're going to jail. Now you're
Stop it.
Stop. Stop.
Stop! And it won't hurt.
Freak the fuck out. Let me go, bro.
Stop resisting. You're under arrest.
Bro, let me go! Oh my fucking god. Fucking ass bitch.
Got it?
I don't think that was necessary to you.
Chad, this is an example of why you shouldn't be an officer, because you're gonna deal with people like this. You see this, like, I don't want to be dealing with that on a day to day, bro. Like, just like, why you gotta be acting like a fool, bro? The fuck? Just make my job easy, bro. But no, they just gotta make my shit 10 times harder. Like, come on.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, well,
Can you let me go? You're hurting
No.
relax. They get the handcuffs on you, then that's it. Then we're going to let go. Relax.
I need my phone.
We'll get your stuff.
I need to call my dad.
Okay, well,
Can you stop? You're hurting my damn arm.
please let go of your bag. Thank you. I'll get your phone.
Bro, this one is too tight.
Stop! We can't
No,
do
can you
anything
let
while
me
you're
go?
still fighting us.
Oh my.
And we are not going to let you go. You are under arrest.
Can you guys untighten it?
It's actually loose, though.
No, this one is not.
Okay, stop pulling on it, and it's not going to be so
Can
tight.
I get my phone?
I'll get your phone.
How are we gonna use
No,
your
I
phone?
need to
Your
call my
hand.
dad.
You want to call your dad,
No, I need
and if
to call
he's
my
already
dad.
on the way, we'll explain it when he gets here.
Can you let me go, please?
Okay.
My phone is on.
We'll get it.
I'm going to get your phone again.
Oh my God.
Just,
Can you let me go?
They have Popeyes.
Search real quick.
Anything
Bro,
in your pockets
wait,
at all?
hold on.
the van report turned into this. Is your
Popeyes
ID
on
in your
fire.
bag, ma'am?
No, I don't have it on me.
Okay.
Have a seat. We're going to get some information from you.
I don't need to sit down.
How you doing?
You have to sit.
You lost that option 2 minutes ago.
Sit down. Take a minute.
I can't
Sit down.
sit down. He
You
does
have
this
to.
with everybody. That's what y'all don't understand.
We will get it figured out. But right here, you need to sit down. You are under arrest. Don't make me drag you into the car.
The father is on his way and will show up any minute to add more chaos to this situation.
Wait, what's he gonna do?
Oh my God.
Add chaos in what way?
What is your last name?
I'm not telling you guys nothing until my dad get here.
How old are you? How old are you?
make my face cam better. There you go.
So we can just take you down to the jail, and then if they find out you're a juvenile, then we take you all the way to juvenile.
Not a juvenile.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 18.
Okay, what's your last name? Okay, then we'll just take you down to the jail, they'll fingerprint you, and you will stay in jail until you give your name or your fingerprints come back in a few days. Why are you being so difficult with us?
Because you guys are being difficult with me. You guys even want to hear my side of the story.
First of all, this is your side of the story. My officer asked you, and then all they wanted you to do was leave and not come back. You did not want to get up and leave. This is a business. They have a right to have someone not on the property. There's other people in there eating and trying to order, and you're yelling. We just wanted you to step
Okay, but you guys don't know the half of Popeye.
You're right, I
And
don't.
if you guys did, then you guys probably wouldn't be arresting me.
I can tell you know the whole of Popeyes. Goddamn, I can tell you vape probably everything on the menu. Goddamn, you need to go to the gym. Goddamn.
No, we're arresting you because you were pulling away and going.
No, I
"Hey,
wasn't
no, my
pulling
officer."
away.
You 100% were, and we have it on video, so it's fine.
Okay.
And you have to give your name because there's a report that you're not allowed back here.
Okay. You guys didn't have no reason to put your hands on me. I freaked out the way I did because you guys put your hands on me. That's why.
Do you think if you had got up and walked out like we asked you to, this would have been happening?
I didn't have to get up and walk out.
Yes, you do. They asked you to leave. And
Okay, and I would have got up and walked out. You guys had to pressure me.
we literally said you have to leave and wait for you outside for your dad.
Okay.
What's your last name? First name?
Haley.
Dad was on his way.
Yep.
How long before you think he gets here?
I don't know. He was at work.
Okay.
Matthews, Capital 423, 1978.
She was. She just got terminated today. Now welcome back on the property.
I talked to the complainant. He doesn't want. He just wants her banned from here. Nothing else. Have you ever been arrested before?
Like when I was like 12,
Oh, what was that for?
running away.
Oh, okay. But since you've been an adult, never arrested for anything.
Well, let that one slide. And
So criminal trespass and resisting?
yeah.
The threat was, I'm going to call my dad and he's going to come here and take care of you. That's still the threat was made. So he doesn't want anything pursued on that. He wants a ban. I didn't get into the criminal trespassing component of it because normally it's okay, you need to leave and...
I told her to leave, but then she didn't, and then she got up to leave, but she wouldn't give her name or ID, so that's when we grabbed her and stopped her. So she was technically walking out. I'm assuming this is Dad here behind you. Hello.
Hello, guys. What's going on up here?
This cuff was hurting my wrist. Like I had
Uh-oh,
staples on
Daddy.
it before, and it's not healed all the way.
You had staples on what?
On this one.
Okay.
I got a phone call that her manager or something kept getting into her face.
She was
told
asked.
the manager that she was going to call him her fucking dad. And that's when he said he was calling the cops and took it as a threat. Okay, but he doesn't have no right. He doesn't need to be up in her face.
Okay. Well, and that's what she's saying. This is actually both their stories. Is she was told because they had no customers to clean.
Okay.
And she said no. He said, we talked about this. There's nobody here.
They've been having
You're
problems
cleaning.
with this guy for the last 3 weeks.
So they said, okay, you're terminated. And we want her to leave. She said, you have to leave. She said, no, I'm not leaving. Say, you have to leave. They don't want you here. And we need your information. You're not welcome back. She refused to give the information, and then she started fighting my officers.
Like I said, if you stay like that, it won't put more pressure on your wrists and it shouldn't be so bad.
That's where we're at.
Should I talk to her?
It could have been avoided. Like she honest, she looks like she doesn't want to be in this situation.
You got it? He'll put the window down a little bit so you can talk.
She could have avoided this.
He told me to clean him, and I took the no.
Calm down, calm down. Calm down.
Then they want to break me up and slam me up against the glass and oh, the police.
Okay. Haley, stop. Stop. Did they ask you your name? Why didn't you just tell them your name?
I told him my name.
Who's the manager that keeps getting in your face?
Jesse.
His name is Jesse? So how did it happen? What happened? What did he do? Ask you to clean?
He want to get smart and talk about something. You can grab a rag and grab the soap and you can clean this off.
Well, why are you fighting with the officers?
I wasn't fighting with him.
Why's your neck all red?
Because they slammed me up against the glass.
Don't fight, don't argue with them, please. They had more charges against you lately. We'll take care of this. Don't worry about it.
All right, so because we...
W dad, bro. That's a W dad, bro. Great way to handle the situation. Just sit back, relax, we'll handle the situation. W Dad.
She's 18. We're telling you this as a courtesy. You understand that? I understand. She's being charged with obstructing ID and then resisting. Okay, so she's going to go to jail for that. You'll be able to go down there and post bond, or she can post bond if she's got cash on her person or something like that. It's up to her. You want to take her belongings? You want to give your stuff to him as far as whatever else, so that way he's left stuff you can take down there? Okay. So is it still over here? Yeah. What'd you say his name was?
Jesse.
Okay.
You're not going inside right now, are you? Let's not do that.
I just want 1 second.
Let's not do that.
Okay, I'll wait till you guys leave, dude.
Okay.
You don't need to go too for some stupid shit.
Saying this man.
I understand. Listen, we've dealt with.
Both my daughters now for the last month. He wants to act like he's tough. Well, act like he's tough.
Is that the right to go or get a hold of his boss? You know what I mean? Get a hold of his boss. Let him know the issues.
Oh, he's a district manager, so he's pretty high up the ladder.
Well, there's people out of him.
All that's going to end up happening under the current situation. I know. I'll go to jail. I understand. And we don't really want that either, because then you do no good for anybody at that point.
He's like, oh, I'll go to jail.
There's different ways to approach it. Let's pick one of those different ways today, because this is enough for you guys to deal with for today, right? Agreed?
Yep.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate that.
The weed.
She had money on her or something like that.
I'll take the weed.
You want to destroy the weed or we want to do the weed?
You give it to me?
There's two.
Wait,
days.
did the dad just say, give me the weed? He's just trying to take it.
It's not against the law, right?
Well, yeah, it's got to be in an approved container. I mean, you're not at home. So, just destroy it later.
Jolly Rancher gummies. Damn, she was stacked.
All right, we're going to switch.
I'll take it.
You want to step on out?
And you said your one hand you had what, stitches in it from how long ago?
Like 2 months ago.
It's all healed up and stuff now though, right?
Sir,
No,
could you
it's
just do me a
still
favor and just being that close to me? I understand. Hey, listen, okay? I don't know what your intent is, okay? I don't need you right on my back.
Okay. But he politely asked you to step back. So he doesn't need to calm down. He asked you politely, correct? He just did not want you that close.
I told you this is a courtesy that you're even being involved in this because she's 18. Who's
right there?
Yeah.
All right, we're just going to put him in the front, okay? Fair enough? You done fighting? Sorry, I apologize. Please.
I get that emotions are high. I get that it's a lot to deal with, especially since you guys have had past issues with the same person. And
It's only been a month, dude. You got my number right here? Well, it doesn't matter. Just go. It's going to be a few hours and I'll come down and get you out, okay? All right. Thank you. Yep.
So we're at Popeyes again, and straight away, these officers walk right into some unresolved chaos. Except Haley wasn't there to get a number 2, work, or to even speak logically. Because she's naming Pee-wee, Trish, and Joe from up the block, but the cops are there for you, Haley. Just you. And too often, people believe the rules just bend because they don't like the situation. And when you add emotion to it, it just gets worse. Because the officer just calmly asked for ID, but she played the usual kid games, yelling and getting defiant. And sometimes I will honestly sit in the front of my police car after having situations literally identical to this one and think, how do we get here from a simple ID request? Because her arm movement wasn't innocent, it was deliberate. And Haley didn't just fail to cooperate, she chose to challenge authority on private property. Because honestly, what's wrong with just saying, okay, officer, I'll lead? And this is definitely a lesson because the officer said it. They allowed the father to speak to Haley as a courtesy because he's legally an adult. Now she's crying for daddy. And that's the part people don't see coming. You want to act grown in public, cause a scene, ignore lawful orders, and resist arrest. But when the cuffs go on, suddenly it's call my dad. And let's not forget her dad who was ready to defend his daughter's pride in a fried chicken spot. Because that's not parenting, that's just adding fuel to the fire. And this wasn't just about a trespassing call. We got a glimpse into that family dynamic. And if arguing with cops and resisting arrest is part of her legacy, then you've already failed her as a parent.
This suspect was charged with resisting obstructing a peace officer. She is innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Understandable. I mean, that was a good video.